G'day and welcome to Wine Week. I'm Danny.
And I'm Brad.
And you're back from swanning around up in Sydney.
It was a rather nice trip. It was pretty spectacular, tasting 35 vintages of Wolf Blass Black Label.
35 vintages. That's a good morning.
It was a good morning. We kicked off pretty early. It was about 10 a.m. and then went through to lunch. And it was really well done.
If you're interested in trying one of those Black Label Wolf Blass, maybe hit the Essendon website. Mm-hmm. They've got 6 of them up for auction at the moment, quite cheap.
Yes, good value. Get bidding.
Yes, and because we're Essendon supporters, we're also really keen to see how they go this weekend against Carlton. There's a few winemakers we know that we talk to regularly on Twitter who are less enthusiastic about Essendon winning.
That's right. There are a few Blues fans which we like to rile up, but all in good fun.
Yes.
Big rivalry.
A big rivalry. Anyhow, let's talk about some wine.
Let's talk about some wine, and a wine that we haven't done before because this is a new wine from Rory Lane at the Story Wines. This is his new single vineyard Shiraz called the Sableux, which is French for sand, because apparently the vineyard site that this one comes from, the soil's quite sandy, and it produced some really good fruit, and good enough that Rory thought, well, I'm going to take this bunch and I'm going to put it into a new single vineyard one. It retails around the mid-30s, so it's not your sort of entry-level one. And I also tasted the entry-level one, the Associates, last weekend. Thought that was fantastic too. But if you're looking for something that's a little bit more plush, it's from the Grampians region, so it's a cool climate Shiraz. But it is a really, it's still got quite rich fruit characters, and look, it's really good drinking Shiraz. So if you want to try a new single vineyard from Rory at the Story, then check out the Sableux.
Yes, nice bit of marketing there. Because, let's face it, if you'd given it to me, I probably would have called it Sandy Bottoms.
That's right. Got to put a bit of French in there.
Yes, sounds good. Now, speaking of marketing, this is the best Riesling, the Great Western. Yonks ago on the show, probably about 4 odd years ago, we did one of the best wines and said, oh, look, it's a bit of a daggy label, but the wine's wonderful. The label is far from daggy these days. Last night they had their 2nd annual Twitter tasting where you hashtag best wine. I was at a bit of a speaking engagement, got the people there drinking, talking about it, tweeting about it. Great wines. Look, let's face it, they have reinvented the brand over the last 5 odd years, and it's been great to see because they've got such amazing vineyards. They do great wines. This case in point, you wouldn't think that Great Western, that lovely little warm spot in Victoria, would do great Riesling, but they do. Lovely lime, good acid, you feel it in the corners of the mouth as you're having a sip of that. It's not super sweet by any stretch of the imagination. A great wine, great prices. The Bin 1, the Bin O, the Cabernet as well, all really great wines. And as I say, lovely to see the brand really getting some recognition at the moment. So if you haven't tried one recently, hook into the bests.
Yes, they do have some of the oldest vineyards in Australia, in the world down there.
Pinot Noir, the Pinot Meunier. If you've never tried the Pinot Meunier, have a go at that. That's amazing.
It's not made in great quantities.
No, it's certainly not.
Very good. All right, we're going to finish with a wine which I've actually been looking forward to doing on this show, but it's only just come out, so that's why we haven't been able to do it before. And this is the Voyager Estate Cab Merlot from 2007. Now, the last one of these we did was the 2005 because they didn't put out a 2006. They deemed that the grapes went up to scratch, so they decided to give it a miss, and they've come back to form here with the 2007. Now, the reason we were looking to see this one, because this is one of the last 2007 Margaret Rivers to hit the market, because realistically, we're getting towards the end of 2011 now. This one from the 2007 vintage, which most of the other ones that we've featured on the show from 2007, great wines, even the 2008's now, great wines too. This one, fantastic again from the guys at Voyager. They've really built up, over the last decade, a really great name for this label. And it's really starting to push up there and compete with the likes of Cullen, Mosswood, Lewin, Cape Mentel, all of these fantastic Margaret River producers. But it's still a bit cheaper than some of those guys because some of those premiums are pushing around the $100 mark. This one's now getting up there. It's about $60 retail. You'll get it discounted a little bit less than that. But this is a big, bold, Bordeaux-style Cabernet Merlot blend. Will sell it for a long time, 10, 15 years easily, and it's great drinking now as well. So, Voyager Estate Cab Merlot, get onto it.
Yeah, that's a great wine indeed. Obviously great Those are both empties. You brought those in after consuming the content straight out of these ones.
The thing is, in past shows, we've gone and refilled bottles that we've sampled, and we thought, well, really, what's the point? We did drink it, so...
That's exactly it. So, not just real props, but really, really props this week. Anyhow, thanks for joining us on Wine Week. Enjoy September, and we'll see you next week.
And go Bombers.